Good evening and welcome to the evening news. I am Omotayo Adibodun. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, has said the federal government will review the criteria used by the Development Bank of Nigeria to disburse loan to medium and small-scale enterprise to ensure geopolitical spread. Mrs. Ahmed gave the hint when she appeared before the Senate ad hoc committee probing alleged uneven disbursement of the 500 billion naira federal government loan already given out to MSMEs by the bank. Senate President Ahmed Lawan, while commenting on a motion by Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume, had set up the ad hoc committee headed by Senator Sonny Musa to investigate the matter. Ndume had claimed that the Southwest, especially Lagos State, had the largest number of loan beneficiaries. The chief executive officer of the affected banks, like the DBN and the Bank of Industry, among others, had told the panel that they adhere strictly to the criteria set up by the regulators and not geopolitical considerations in giving out loans. The governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, said the Nigerian economy is overdue to go cashless as the federal government had sufficiently invested in the required payment system infrastructure to make the transition seamless. Mr. Emefiele stated this after meeting President Muhammadu Buhari at his native hometown of Daura, Katsina State. It could be recalled that controversies are trade the CBN's latest policy, which limits cash daily withdrawals to 20,000 naira and weekly withdrawals of 100,000 naira for individuals. Responding to the National Assembly rebuttal of the policy, Emefiele said the withdrawal limits were not cast in the stone but would be reviewed upward with time. He argued that the CBN did not wish to make life difficult for any Nigerians but only sought to better the economy. He added that CBN would publish the names of its 1.4 million super agents to ease the return of owed monies in unbanked communities. The federal government said it had developed a national renewable energy and energy efficiency policy with accompanying vision to add 30,000 megawatts of electricity by 2030. Minister of Power, Mr. Abubakar Aliyu, said this in Abuja at the 5th National Council on Power with the theme Sustaining and Improving Electricity Supply Through the Power Sector Value Chain for Socio-Economic. Mr. Aliyu said that renewable energy would contribute 30% of the energy mix to the policy. He said that renewable energy was taking the center stage of the ongoing reforms in the power sector as it is visible for the ongoing and completed projects in the Zunguru hydroelectricity power project, which is at 97% completion. According to him, the power sector is undergoing various reforms aimed at improving the sector, adding that the government is presently investing in power infrastructure. According to him, the investment which are in the transmission company of Nigeria through various interventions are funded by international organizations like the World Bank, African Development Bank, among others, to strengthen national grid. The federal government agencies and petroleum marketers have resolved to end the crippling shortage of petrol across the country that has seen pump price hit 285 naira per litre. Speaking after a meeting at the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Authority in Abuja, the operator said the depot would work for 24 hours daily until the queue are cleared. The meeting had in attendance officials of the Department of the State Service, the Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria, Depot and Petroleum Product Marketers Association of Nigeria, Independent Petroleum Marketers of Nigeria, National Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, National Association of Road Transport Owners, among others. The Executive Secretary, Moman Clement Usong, told newsmen that operators would ensure that they implement the decision reached at the meeting. According to him, as the decision are being implemented, the queue will subside, saying the stakeholders are committed to work with NNPC to continuously improve operational efficiency in order to achieve operational excellence. The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission's Commissioner in charge of Consumer Affairs, Aisha Mohammed, said a lot of consumers in Nigeria are not aware of their rights. She stated this during a 3-day NERC Abuja Electricity Distribution Company Customers Complaint Resolution meeting. According to her, it is not the responsibility of consumers to buy meters, poles, or any assets for the distribution company because the tariff of the utility had already been included in the charges. She noted that the Commission will continue to educate consumers on their responsibilities and obligations, adding that a regulation requires consumers to enter an agreement with the DISCO if it has to purchase the transformer. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has rejoiced with his wife, Mrs. Titi Adeleke, on her birthday, describing her as a strong pillar of support and a dependable partner. In a birthday message, the governor noted his wife's contribution, support, and care during decades of marriage and struggle for political leadership, commending her patience, accommodating nature, and perseverance. According to the state headsman, Mrs. Titi Adeleke has contributed immensely to his success in all ramifications. The governor prayed God to continue strengthening and grant her long life in good health and prosperity. The Association of Veteran Journalists in the state has lauded the grant-running administrative style of Governor Ademola Adeleke since it got sworn in the office. The association gave the commendation in a statement released by its image maker, Smollett Adetoyeshe Shitu Alamu in Osogbo. The release also appreciated the prompt appointment of swearing in of 3 top functionaries of the administration, namely the secretary to the state government, the chief of staff to the governor, and the head of service, wishing them well in the newly assigned duties. The association charged them to do all within their powers to return their true professionalism and commitment to public service. And now to sports. England have been handed a major fitness boost ahead of their quarter-finals clash against France following Declan Rice's return to training. Rice missed Wednesday's training due to illness but was back in the fold with his teammates. The West Ham United player is an important figure for the Three Lions, who are hoping to win the World Cup title for the first time since 1966. Gareth Southgate's side made it to the semi-finals 4 years ago in Russia but won the ultimate prize this time around. Defender Kieran Trippier stated this, that though Rice missed the training yesterday, but he is present in high spirit as he has trained today. England and France will play tomorrow in the last 4 of the quarter-finals. And on the foreign scene, Chinese leader Xi Jinping today visited Saudi Arabia's King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud for the first time in nearly 7 years, during which he signed a comprehensive strategic partnership with the world's largest oil exporter and met leaders from across the Middle East. Chinese President Xi Jinping and Saudi King Salman signed a series of strategic deals. The two sides, in a joint statement, exchanged views regarding ways to reinforce and develop comprehensive strategic partnership relations between the kingdom and China. The statement also stressed the principle of sovereignty and non-interference while affirming the importance of a peaceful solution to the Ukraine conflict. The Chinese leader also met other Gulf oil producers and attended a wider summit with Arab League's country, heralded a new era in their relations. And that ends the evening news on Osbc TV. Join us at 7 for the major reports. Good evening.